I'm that bad type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, might seduce your dad type. I'm the bad type. Oh. Batteries and cream, my batteries and cream, my batteries and cream, my batteries and cream. Up the octave. Batteries and cream, batteries and cream, batteries and cream. That was it.
There's nothing here. What? We're at the X on your stupid map and nothing. Oh, why would you put an X if there's no treasure? Because it's not an X. Pardon? It's not an X. Well, what is it then? A kiss. Oh. Oh.
Little baby man, 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 little.
I seek you out, flay you alive. One more word and you won't survive. And I'm not scared of your stolen power. See right through you any hour. I won't soothe your pain.
What are you doing?
Okay, I know I need to stop saying ma'am and sir to customers at work. It's bad to assume other people's gender, but I can't help it. It's how I was raised. My mother was Southern and my father was a bottom. Something about it always confuses the customers anyway. It could be the whole everything about me, but every time I say, here you go, ma'am, here's your change, all I get is, oh, thank you. Suddenly, our little game of social volleyball has turned into three-dimensional gender chess, and I'm eating all the pieces. I've got her fucking money in my hands, and she knows the only way she's getting it back is if she solves my queer little fairy riddle, and I'm not giving her any fucking clues. Now, all of a sudden, this Karen is studying me with the intensity of a crime scene investigator. She's stuck in her Sherlock Holmes mind palace trying to figure out if these are tits or just mosquito bites, or if I'm a woman or just one of those femboys her kids keep showing her on the TikTok. In the past 60 seconds, my customer has thought more about men, women, and the terrifying pit where I lie in between than she ever has in her entire life beforehand. She is stuck in my transgender genjutsu. Now the customer is always wrong, because even if her little game of pronoun roulette happens to land in her favor, she still stood there for a fucking minute, mouth agape, fully admitting that whatever I've got going on beneath my jeans is far beyond her comprehension. If I'm gonna be stuck in this capitalist nightmare for all eternity, then every unsuspecting mother who comes in to buy a Roblox card is gonna have to suffer through a gender identity crisis with me.
I just want to know who decided that getting a soft pretzel is not a primary activity. It's always secondary to like going to the mall or going to the airport. Like, why are standalone pretzel shops not a thing? There are standalone donut shops, there are standalone cupcake shops. Why is it not normal to have a standalone Auntie Anne's? Like, what's the deal? I want to live in a society where my coworker will bring in a dozen soft pretzels with a variety of toppings and dipping sauces and leave it in the break room for us to enjoy. Like, that's where I want to live. If I go to the mall and I walk past an Auntie Anne's, obviously I'm going to get a pretzel, but I don't want to make a special trip just to do so. Like, I would, but I don't want to. And I don't even know why I'm so passionate about this. I just think it's weird that we as a society have deemed getting a soft pretzel a secondary activity.
Hot fresh science musings for your brain. We need to talk about carcinization. Marine crustaceans have an uncanny tendency to evolve into crabs. This process is called carcinization, which is Latin for crabification. Here's a diagram of how many times crab has evolved out of not crab. It's really weird, it's really funny. I think some of you jokesters have taken this a little far though, because we got people walking around now thinking everything inevitably evolves crab, and that's not necessarily true, just marine crustaceans. The closest thing vertebrates have come to crab, in my opinion, is the turtle, which is a weird thought, and you can sit with that for a second. But if marine crustaceans inevitably evolve crab, what do mammals inevitably evolve? These mammals are all clearly rats, but this is what they're more closely related to than they are to true rats. You may not like it, but this is peak performance.
If your name ends with L-E-N-E, L-I-N-E, Lin sounds like Lin in Cantonese, which means boobs. Marlene, Marlene, horse boobs. Eileen, Oilin, love boobs. Darlene, Darlene, big boobs. Jolene, Jolene, morning boobs. Charlene, Celine, shoot boobs. Celine, Celine, dead boobs.
I really hate when people who don't like cats are like, I don't like cats because they're assholes. Bro, that's literally like more than half the fun of owning a cat. Tell me what could be funnier on this planet than a helpless, oversized cotton ball living in your home, needing you to live and to untangle it from the weirdest messes. And this little bumbling creature still thinks that it is the boss. If you say you don't like cats because cats are assholes, I like automatically know you don't have a good sense of humor. Because cats are peak comedy. Like, look at this. Imagine this lives in your home and thinks that it's the boss of you.
One of the most common questions I get is what state has the most license plate options? And the answer is Montana, by a lot. At the time of filming this TikTok, Montana has a whopping 223 different options. But that number changes all the time because Montana has or has had a design for literally every single cause imaginable. Do you want to show your support for a basketball team from this high school that has less than 150 students? Because there's a license plate for that. If you're a big fan of ghost towns, Montana has your back. Do you love rivers, either the regular kind or the wild kind? Because Montana has options. If the highlight of your year is the Eureka Quilt Show, there's a license plate for that. If you're Irish, there's a license plate for that. If the lifted truck and flags don't say Blue Lives Matter loud enough, Montana has 3 different options for you. Or if you want to support your local animal shelter, odds are you can, because there's 6 different designs. Or maybe you just drive a black car and want to show some pride in your state, because Montana has you covered. But I think far and away my favorite phenomenon that goes on with Montana license plates is the groups that make designs that have absolutely nothing to do with them. They only design them so they look good and sell well. For example, this is one of the best-selling license plates in the whole state of Montana, but I bet you didn't know it's from Bird of Prey, which is a Christian nonprofit foundation. Or how about this one that's from a Montana homeschooling organization? Or this one that's designed by the Montana Land Reliance. But not that long ago, Montana would have had way more license plates available, because last year they recalled about 85 license plates that were selling poorly, and that's more designs than most states have ever issued to date.
I drink beer. I am a truck. I'm the human embodiment of a truck with 4-wheel drive.
So I did this video a couple of weeks ago where I was speaking Old English in like a bra accent and it sounded like Simlish, and I realized it is just as good in German. Oh, meine Großmutter ist ein Fisch. Sie schwimmt in mir. Ist das bizarr? Aber ich liebe sie. Sie ist mein kleiner Fisch.